at this point, I'm a young adult, and I am about to go to college. And since I've been surrounded by doctors, by dying people, and since I wanted to make my life really special and meaningful, what do? I just enrolled in medical school. Medical school was fun, but after the first year, I was like, I don't know if I like this. And obviously, I would talk to my dad, because my dad was my best friend, was my kindred spirit, was my person. And I was like, Dad, I don't know. I just, I want to explore other things. I want to play music. I'm starting to develop this love for music. It's like, awesome. This is so awesome. You just keep studying medicine, and you're in your free time, you play music. All right. And so I kept going, because his word was his word, like, yes, Father. So I kept going, all straight A's, because, yes, Father, everybody had to be perfect. And I started to get so, I was suffocating. I was trapped. I felt like I was on this train that makes no stops. Like, I'm gonna do the next exam, I'm gonna take my degree, I'm gonna specialize in something, I'm gonna find a decent man, I'm gonna marry the man, I'm gonna have kids, and then I'm gonna die in the same town I was born. And I was like, no. No, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I wanted to be when I was 12, and I said, I'm gonna live life to the fullest. And so, after 4 years of medicine, out of 6, all straight A's, I went back to my dad over the phone, all our conversations, because he was a busy man. And I'm like, Dad, I can't. I want to explore music. I want to deepen my education in music. I want to be a musician, and this is what I'm doing. Now, I'm not asking you for your permission. This is what I need to do. And he said, well, I see. It's all really beautiful, but you will be unhappy for the rest of your life. You're making the biggest mistake of your life, and I will never have your back. And that was like his mic drop, basically. And I dropped the phone, and I was like, okay. I was in Florence at the time. I left. I was living with my mom. I left. I just got in my car and drove for however many hours, I can't remember, crying and going like, I broke my skull. This fracture is nowhere near that fracture. This is the biggest fracture of my life. And it was just devastating. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to be, what to be, and how. And so I decided to move to Barcelona, because I was like, why not? Might as well go somewhere where I don't know anyone, since it appears to be that from this moment on, I'm gonna just be me, myself, and I, only counting on myself, standing on my 2 feet. So I might as well just move to a different country, learn a new language, and live life. And that's what I did. And it was a lot of fun. Barcelona's fun, a little too much fun sometimes. And I started being a full-time musician, just playing some shows, busking on the street, living life. I found an apartment, I found friends, I learned the language, all of that. And here's the big thing about that moment in my life, that I started feeling beautiful. Not, look at me, I'm pretty beautiful, but beautiful, like aligned, like this is me. I like me, I like this. Obviously I was really sad because my dad and I were not talking anymore. And so I lost my person. But I was also I had this feeling of, this is what I should be doing. After a year and a half in Barcelona, a friend I was working with and recording some of my songs, because at that point was writing, he calls me and we got offered a record deal. So I go back to Italy to make this record with this Italian label. I am back in Italy. And I was feeling good. because I was doing what I wanted. I was being a musician. And here's one quote that I love by Martha Graham, the dancer, that says, "Your expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist. The world will not have it. And it's not up to you to determine whether it's good or bad. It's not you to compare it to any other expression. It's just for you to be doing it and keep the channel open." And that's exactly what I was doing. Obviously with a lot of self-doubt, but that's what I was doing. And I was feeling beautiful, and I was feeling like, okay, regardless of expectations, regardless of what people think I should do, becoming a doctor, obviously, I'm just following the sound of my feet. I'm just doing what I think is good for Giulia. Go crazy running through the streets. Go follow the sound of your own feet. Go crazy running through the streets. Go follow the sound of your own feet. And never say it's too late. Never say it's too late. Never say it's too late.